Hey guys, how's it going? And thanks for coming. I'm Nick, and this is Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money, because you know schools aren't. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, so let's get started. So in this video, guys, we have a special guest, Antonio, over from Baby Investing channel, Become a Better You YouTube channel. Great channel. Worked with him before. I was personally on one of his videos on his channel maybe a few weeks ago, but definitely check him out. Has similar videos to mine and even more, so I'll leave a link down below so you can do that. But anyway, what we are going to talk about for this video is going over our best investments that we had so far. So he's going to talk about his, I'll talk about mine afterwards. So my friend, after you.
What's up, boss? My name is Antonio, and if you have no idea who or what I am, that's quite alright, because you're about to find out. But before I get to the video, I'd really like to thank Nick for giving me the chance to join the fun and create a video for Real Life Money. So Nick, buddy, thank you, you're the man. But anyways, as I already told you, my name is Antonio, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Baby YouTube channel and the Baby Inc. company, where we help people manage their personal finance. We teach them how to invest in the stock market, and we also help them create and manage passive income. So if anything on that list interests you, definitely consider checking us out, and of course subscribe to our channel. But now it's time for the real video, which by the way has one sole purpose, and that is help you understand that you don't have to be a Grant Cardone or a Ty Lopez or even a Warren Buffett or whoever your favorite investor out there may be to make successful investments and start living off of passive income. And to prove that to you, today I'm going to tell you the story of my favorite investment of all time. And it is my favorite investment not because it's the most profitable one, which by the way it is, but because it includes everything that we do in the company and also on our YouTube channel. So first of all, of course, I had to get my money right, so I needed to start saving up so that I can invest my money. Then I need to start researching its shares, things like the stock market. Although it is not directly an investment in the stock market, it has something to do with shares. You're about to find out. And afterwards, even right now, today, the investment brings me passive income, which by the way increases year over year. So here we go, but before I start, just a real short background story here. I've worked in restaurants ever since I was able to. So ever since I was 15 years old, just a regular student, I've worked in restaurants, and I was there 12 hours a day, tapping on my tablet, creating passive income for someone else, for the owner of the restaurant, but not for me. I had to be there 12 hours a day just to be able to earn around $500 per month. And compared to my monthly paycheck, the revenues that I was generating for them were just funny. I mean, I was earning around $500 per month, and the revenue just for Saturday night was more than $5,000. So I thought to myself, why not become an owner of a restaurant and just enjoy the profits without having to be here 12 hours a day. So what happened next is I grew up there and go and talk to my boss. I asked him if I can just maybe join in, invest into the restaurant, and what do you think happened? I got fired. But that didn't stop me. I got more money for working at another place. I got more knowledge and got more motivated. So 3 months later, while I was working in another restaurant, I found out that a new falafel place right in front of my school was opening doors for the first time. So I went and talked to the guys. And what happened next was it appeared that they were just two dudes that recently graduated that same school that I was going to, but they didn't have a lot of money. However, what they did have was a great management system, a great business plan, and a lot of dedication to get things done. So what I did next was I offered to buy into the business. Help them out with buying new machineries, covering costs and whatnot. And after a few meetings, we came to an agreement that allowed me to buy into the business with a portion of their start capital, which gave me a small portion of the organization, which represents a small portion of the earnings of the organization. So just like buying stocks of a public company, on the stock market, I now still actually own a small piece of their company, which gives me the right to have a small piece of the earnings after the end of the fiscal year. But however, I am not responsible for any possible debts that they're going to make or have made in the past because of the legal contracts that we made together. So once again, this is my absolute favorite investment of all time, or at least my favorite investment that I've made yet, because the business is even growing, and in the near future it may even become a chain. But as I told you in the beginning of this video, that is not the main reason why this is my favorite investment. The main reason is because I had to do the whole circle. I mean, I had to get my finance right. I had to manage my own money to gather enough money to start actually investing. Then I had to get my mindset right, not jump directly to a 9 to 5 and start working a day job that I don't like. I had to figure out how to start investing in a business. The next thing that I did, I had to literally sell myself into a business meeting. I had to make these guys let me invest into their business. And after that, even right now, the business is even generating me passive income. I mean, true passive income. Of course, I had to research the company and the field, the markets. I had to figure out if this business is going to be profitable enough. And as I told you, this is true passive income. I mean, I don't even have to go anywhere near that place and it will still make me money. Don't get me wrong though, I still go there almost every day because they make delicious falafels. And by the way, you should check them out. And although I have quite a strong stock portfolio myself, this stays my favorite investment of all time, and I do believe that this is going to stay my favorite investment for a long time. So Nick, sorry buddy, I do understand that your channel is primarily about investing in the stock market, but knowing you, I knew you'd appreciate this one, and I myself do appreciate you inviting me to talk about it on your channel. So whenever you're ready to talk about your favorite investment of all time, we're ready to have you on our channel, and until then, keep crushing it.
I don't know who you think you are, Antonio, coming on my channel talking about my stuff. I got something to say to you. Nah, I'm just kidding. So anyway, that investment is a really good one, Antonio. I want to congratulate you on making that investment choice of actually pushing towards something that you saw was great and getting fired from that job and eventually making that investment. I would love to get into passive income like that. I would love to get into like real estate. I'm in the early stages of it. But for my best investment, yes, it was a stock into the stock market, and let's go over that. So for me personally, I held this stock for a few years now and it's been growing, have most of my money in it, and it's just been doing very well for me. So everyone knows who they are. It's no secret. Is Apple. You could see their chart. They've just been killing it over the past few years. You could see past 5 years is over 200%. Year to date right now is over 22%. They finally hit their $1 trillion market cap, so it's just been awesome. Now, Apple hasn't had any like super crazy returns compared to maybe some other companies, maybe some smaller companies that could simply double or triple in like a year or two. But Apple was personally my best investment just because I put so much money into it. And over the past few years, I just continued to grow that position, whether they're cut a bit of dip and I got in more into it and they have some dividends, so I'm getting more with that. So just overall, it's been doing very well for me. Now I did recently do another video talking about one of my best investments that talked about Amazon, because that was actually like the largest return, like percentage return in a short amount of time relatively. So if you're interested in that, I could leave a link in the description. You can check that out. But for Apple, just because I put so much, I had another stock portfolio video, but it is my largest holdings. So it might have not returned as much as some other of my holdings, but because I had so much in it, I gained more money from it. And I like this investment so much because it is relatively simple. Like, we all know who Apple is. Huge business. Everyone has their products and services and all that stuff. So that's why I believe in it so much. Just looking a little deeper into it, this is their year-to-date chart. I recently picked up even more in the beginning of the year during February of the correction. I thought that was a buying opportunity and it just rebounded since then. It went back up. Recently had their earnings report and they just broke their $1 trillion market cap. Now, aside from that growth opportunity, they also have those dividends down there of right now currently 1.4%. So I've been liking them. I like them for the future as well. They have a lot of growth potential still, especially with all their products and services. They have a bunch of different departments. But I'm definitely willing to hold them for the long term. I do have like a dividend reinvestment plan with them. So I'm kind of getting some passive income from those dividends, Antonio. A little bit different from your situation, but I think both investments are very interesting because there are just so many out there. You could go with stocks, you could go with different businesses, and there's others as well, like real estate. But I think something to look at is that whatever makes you comfortable and what you think could work in your situation. Like Antonio's situation, he was able to buy basically a part of a business, and that worked for him. Some stocks work for me, and you could also expand into different investments. So not one choice is the right one. Depends what you're into. We both kind of don't have to do much. Like if you hold the stock, you kind of just wait for it to go up if it's a good company. In Antonio's situation, you kind of just wait until you get the earnings from the business and you don't have to really go near it. Now, since I originally got in, my original small position, that grew over, probably way over 100% by now. And like we said before, over the years, I just continued gaining positions. So guys, let me know what you think. Would you rather go Antonio's route? Would you rather go my route? Or just both of ours and just have a bunch of investments? I think that's the best way of have a good diversified portfolio. But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. We would definitely love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Antonio, thank you so much for working with me. Of course, I would love to work with you in the future, so stay in touch, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one.